Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods. I just spent 2 minutes talking about our current issues without having hit record. We are off to such a good start. Hello, welcome back. I moved from up there where the sheep is to down here. You notice, our frame rate is still not good. I also think, because my boyfriend did a lot of testing, because I feel like the stuff that's further back currently looks like a bit blurry to me. Like, I don't know, this just doesn't look the way it did. So I'll try to fix all of that in a second. What I want to say is, yesterday we tried a lot to improve the performance here. My old NVIDIA graphics card, it worked fine here, you know? It was okay. Especially after we upgraded the processor and everything, we had a pretty decent experience. Now that I have my boyfriend's... That was my microphone, I'm so sorry. Now that I have the boyfriend's fancy AMD RX something graphics card, I think it doesn't like this Minecraft version. I think this is too old. We tried a lot. We basically went to every single Google result there was, and we didn't really find anything. I will try to look a bit further into it. I'll also ask on like the Live Notes subreddit and not subreddit, Discord and all that. But we tried reinstalling and completely removing the graphics card driver. We added the Java executable as like a game that it's recognized and, you know, would get more performance that way. None of that worked. We have like turned down the chunks. Even like tried the frame rate. I think it might be the lighting. Could it be the lighting? But I feel like this could also definitely eat the performance. Like everything I don't think this is my eyes. I think this is something in the settings. I do probably have some pictures on my phone of how this used to be. Fancy. Basically, one thing that we can do that I wouldn't really say helps here. This is like my new graphics card now that I'm just not a fan of this Minecraft version. Everything else has been working fine so far. I thought at first it could also just have been my OBS settings, because OBS, I had to like reset the encoding yesterday before I started recording, which was a bit weird, but okay. I guess the graphic card change just, you know, made that want to happen. And my editing program didn't accept the file afterwards. I could watch it just fine, but yeah, I couldn't edit yesterday's video, which freaked me out a bit. But I was able to, you know, just turn that into a converted MP4 with the help of Handbrake, which I already had to use for real life videos. If we go on like any other, not the high shader, the light shader, for example, it doesn't even matter. Like, our frame rate, it said 50 there for a second. 40, this is not 40 frames. I feel like as soon as we move the mouse, it definitely gets worse. But even just moving around like this, it is not ideal, and I absolutely hate this currently. Fog start. Not a fix the depth fog? Is that the thing that could be confusing me? That looks blurry further away. But here's the thing, you know how we have a okay performance? Give it a second. Hi, welcome to the shaderless Life in the Woods. I mean, we had capped FPS because, you know, but if we go up 200 to 326, 305, I don't know what to do here. This all looks so stale. I don't like that my settings I messed with. I think we might travel 2 or 3 episodes without shaders. And I'll try to keep finding possible solutions. My boyfriend offered to put in my old graphics card that now he currently has, and I was like, what the heck, are you insane? And you are not going to have a graphics card. And I don't want him to do that. He already gave me his PC, and that's already too much in my opinion. Yeah, in other words, yesterday was kind of frustrating for me in that aspect, because I love life in the woods. I want to be able to record a lot over the next few days and weeks. And the thing that would help me record a lot in advance, you know, traveling, because this is the thing that I just want to do and not stop doing ever. This is especially bad. It's like the second we load new chunks, it is bad. If you walk around in previously loaded chunks, it's but you know, it's okay-ish. Definitely not perfect, but it could be a lot worse. And yeah, now it's like, the heck do we do, you know? So fingers crossed, some ancient Reddit thread will have a solution. So far, nothing has helped. If anyone has any possible ideas, what could be, you know, at least get me to a stable 50 FPS. 50 FPS and I'll be happy. I don't need triple digits. I just need acceptable performance, you know? This is heavily modded, old Minecraft. It will never run super smoothly. But, you know, come on. This all just looks wrong. Maybe it also just looks wrong to me. Like, even with the shaders on, things just look different because I just have been playing too much on the Cobblemon SMP? Question mark? But yeah, I am frustrated and everything. Because I love my life in the woods and I want it to work well, and it is not working well, and that's not a combination I enjoy. But yeah, I hope everyone is having an okay day, you know, with no PC issues that don't seem solvable, at least not right away, because then to make it better, the boyfriend is not coming home today. I already mentioned yesterday that I will have a lot of time to record today and tomorrow, but he's going to like a spontaneous one-day work trip to Berlin. I am too autistic to ever possibly be able to do that. What the heck? I already don't like that my you know, routine was thrown off like this. We're like, what do you mean I'm not gonna wake up early tomorrow and have pretzels for breakfast and all that? Don't like that. Just out of interest, how pretty would this look if we had a shader on here? This is the one that we usually use. Like, even if we use a more updated version. Ah, yeah, this is not it. Okay, to be fair, these trees, the super big ones, they can be a little laggy, but you know, this shouldn't be a problem. Technically. Not with my setup. But it is, and I don't appreciate it. I didn't sign up for this. More, I mean, just in case anyone's like, oh, but you didn't try the updated shader here. It looks wrong, first of all. Like, this is so different. But again, it says 50, but it doesn't feel like 50, and it's broken. Yeah, okay, that was one of the shaders that was kind of broken. Okay, cool. Don't ask me why. Yeah. The heck are we supposed to do here, you know? Even if you, like, mess around with this sort of thing, it doesn't really do anything. I think this one was also a little broken. I don't know, but I really don't like the sunbeams. They don't look like that. They're not supposed to look like that. They haven't looked like that for 1,000 episodes. So we're just gonna go in with the basic. I mean, it's not like a horrible experience. A lot of times usually I play Minecraft without shaders. It's just for me, life in the woods, that needs to have shaders. And that needs to have the shader that I always have. Not some other random one, and I don't want to replace it or anything, and it's just been really frustrating to see things fall apart like this, you know? So maybe this week we can figure out some kind of solution. I mean, personally, I would also be 100% fine with buying a better, I don't know what it's called in English, like power supply thing, that the boyfriend gets his graphics card back, the one that I now have in here, and I go back to my old Nvidia thingy, which is able to run Life in the Woods. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because he's also like, it's gonna be really good for your content when you, like, you know, play something that isn't Minecraft, and or also for streaming, and you can go on high graphics settings and it's all gonna run smoothly. Like, yeah, I agree with that, but this was his setup that he got so he could do his programming stuff. Now I'm stealing it. After he gave it to me. That's stealing in my opinion, yes. It's just... I mean, yeah, he is right with that. Currently work is just taking up most of his energy and time, that he is not really sitting down to do any programming. And I, on the other hand, have various issues that have required a bit more PC power, yes. Doesn't mean I wanna take his stuff. Oh, water just looks so... What is this? It looks cold. Yeah, well, welcome to the shaderless life in the woods. It is so sad. I don't like this. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff lately that has been going on that I just have not gotten around to mentioning. For example, last week on, Thursday, the day we get groceries, you know, so the fridge, the freezer, the pantry is always like decently stocked after you return with groceries, you know. So on Thursday, the boyfriend texted me shortly before he got off work and was like, "Oh, I'm super hungry. Could you get," or on that date was noodle broccoli casserole. He was like, "Could you get that ready in time that when I leave work, you put it in the oven and then it's more or less ready when I'm there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure thing." It did take me a little bit longer to get started on everything, which I felt bad about. And basically, right as I was about to put it in the oven, stuff happened, and 2 or 3 minutes later the boyfriend was there, and then we had like at least 30-minute side adventure, and then I could put the casserole in the oven for 30 minutes, and we had food an hour after he was expecting it. So we are a 4-person household, okay, and we have a fridge that has like a small freezer section underneath, you know, with 3 drawers. And then we have a tall, big, like super tall freezer that's basically the size of a fridge with like, I don't know, I'm just gonna say 8 drawers. That's in the basement. And then one that we hadn't used for a long time, but my parents have started using it again lately. We have another small freezer. I guess we technically have 3 freezers. That one they just used for when we go to like the wholesale store, and you know, wholesale equals usually big packages of stuff. So that was like a nice way for my parents to be able to get a couple things, and also now that it's summer, they get their dead animals at the wholesale store and freeze that for barbecuing during the summer. So, imagine I'm finally done boiling. Wait. Wood, yes, but okay, I'll take it. Sure. Oh, we have a sacred oak biome coming up. Fun times. I'm done with my pasta. I'm like, you know, putting everything into the casserole dish, basically ready to put it in the oven. And my mom just got back from outside because I think she was hanging up laundry or something. I don't know. So she came back inside, wanted to sit down at her PC, and she was like, "How my PC doesn't turn on?" I was like, "Well, let me check." You know, parents and technology. I think there could be just like a simple little solution to that. And then we realized our power was out. Huh? What did I just do? What? I can't press escape? Okay, I'm gonna Alt F. I think the game crashed. Yeah, the game crashed. What? Fingers crossed that everything's fine. Don't push me into the void or anything. Ah, thank you. Okay, this is the way things are supposed to be. Yes, hello. So, apparently you don't want me to do this? Okay, I have to remember not to do that so often. So yeah, then we realized, power's gone. Why? Because, it wasn't the whole neighborhood, it was just us, you know, so you could have thought that, I don't know, I guess it makes sense when there's like a thunderstorm or something, which wasn't the case. We had fine weather. And, oh, this is a tropical rainforest. Look how cute they look. And, yeah, we didn't have like any new stuff that we had just plugged in that would explain why. So my dad went like down to like the beaker, it's called, I think. You know, the thing that turns your house electricity back on. And it's like 2 seconds after he did that, things went back out. And for some reason it was basically saying that I think that should have been my parents' office. Like, as in that was the little switch that kept going out in particular. But my dad was starting to freak out. He's like, oh no, I need to be able to work from home! I don't want to go to the office tomorrow! Thankfully, my boyfriend arrived then, and he, first of all, is someone who's very calm when it comes to stressful situations and problem solving and all that. He's good with electronical stuff. I was just like, boyfriend, love of my life, please go into the basement and calm my father down and figure out why the heck our electricity is out. You're not gonna have dinner for at least another 30 minutes. Have fun! Yeah, and then, after a lot of testing, we realized that the switch saying it was upstairs was weird. That was not the case, because my dad was like super fixated on that. We're gonna get our butts eaten. And we were able to tune the problem down to somewhere in the basement, and it was like, okay, is it the lamps? Is it the air fryers? Is it the 3D printer? Is it the freezers? And then we got to realize it's the freezers, and it was not like the socket plug from the freezers either. We tried a different one. The small extra freezer had passed away. to be fair, that thing was like 30 years old. So it certainly had done its job, yes. But, again, that was on the day we had just gotten groceries. So stuff was full. But we were able to put everything into the other two freezers, which was really cool. To be fair, I did quickly go through one of my drawers that I have, because I had like a bag of green beans that had been open for a long time and had like 5 beans basically left in it. But given how long it was open, it was more like half a bag of ice, and you might find a bean or two in the middle of the ice. So yeah, stuff like that I ended up tossing, you know. I'd rather have the space and save some other more important stuff. So that was quite the adventure. And with that, I don't know what time it is now that we don't have shaders. That was all happening a little bit after 5 p.m. Currently I have this 6 p.m. uploads paused again, but they are actually going to return July 20th. Just saying. I just don't know if that's necessarily going to be at 6 right away. Might have to tune one of them into a one-day 7 p.m. upload and then switch it to 6. Either way, I had set up the 6 p.m. upload to be scheduled. Went downstairs to work on dinner. And I think either it didn't save my please put the video out to public at this time, or it was missing like 1% from the file. Because the video was not ready for upload when I looked at my phone. That was a fun time, and I was like, ah, crap, who knows when we're gonna get our power back, and I need to schedule my stuff. I need to prepare more in advance. This is the sign. So yeah, it ended up, when we fixed everything, I could like, I think we fixed everything, I put the casserole in the oven, and then I went upstairs basically, so that was like 2 minutes after 6 or so, so I was able to upload the video 10 minutes later than usual. But that was an adventure. Poor freezer. It will be missed. Even though, like, I didn't really have anything in that freezer ever. It was just... I mean, it still is in the basement right now, but it was just like... It was part of the setup. And now we need to, like, put a shelf there or something. Because my parents... Also, now everyone's like a little bit paranoid that the big freezer is gonna die as well. I don't know if they were bought at the exact same time, but I'm assuming like roughly, give or take a bit. Maybe we should go a bit to the desert just to see if we find a village or desert temple. So, you know, bit of paranoia there now. And my sweet parents were like, oh, you know, the other one might die now soon as well. We could just buy a massive freezer and put that in here instead. And my boyfriend and I look at each other and we go, you guys do know that we're gonna move out within like the next 2 years, right? And you're gonna be 2 lonely seniors that eat less and less every day with way too much freezer space. And a way too high electricity bill for such a huge freezer. And then they were like, guess we'll put a shelf here. Yeah, random little family adventure stories. My eyes are getting better, which I appreciate. I haven't had this scary white dotty vision again. No sun that suddenly blasted me in the eyes while sitting in my room with the blinds drawn. That's cool, I appreciate that. And today is the second day on the third ADHD medication, and you know, I was told this one has like a shorter energy time span, basically. And I didn't make much use of that today. I was really sleepy this morning, so I went back to bed for a little. And then it was honestly just comfy to stay in bed. I was awake. Yes, I was aware I should probably get up and do things. But I was also just, you know, genuinely physically exhausted. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have like 1.5 days to record a lot now. I'll just give my body a little bit of rest. So that's today. Maybe not my smartest move, but I do feel like giving my body a little bit of extra rest is good, you know. Because I have not been sleeping that incredibly well lately, so a little bit of extra rest is okay here and there, I guess. As long as it's not like affecting me too badly, you know, when I end up sleeping for the entire day. You know, given that I actually woke up with my alarm, I was like, you know, yes, if this doesn't happen too often, I can do this. But of course, I would really much still enjoy having a lot of energy and being able to just, you know, randomly wanting to vacuum or something just because I have energy. That was cool. But the sand, it looks so grainy. The quicksand looks so different now. I'm never gonna jump into that on accident now. Probably shouldn't say that. Oh! Do we have a pink sheep situation? The thing is, they probably spawned in the oasis biome here, and this is a very small one, which, not going to tell us much if this is a pink sheep situation again. Don't think we'll find anyone over here, really. I mean, there's another oasis, but I doubt that that one has sheep. Ouch. I want to check out that biome. Kind of cool. Maybe a little cursed, possibly, but that depends on if we even see other sheep. Wait a second. Nope. Journey map. What did I see? What did I want to... There? And I think that's just the mountains generating. Strangely, I don't think there's any desert temple here. And we have normal sheep? Or are you hiding the pink one? I think we have normal sheep. Do we have a normal pink sheep situation? In this economy? Wow. Okay then. Oh, interesting. Do you want to check out the oasis over there? Just out of curiosity. Okay, we also have one there. I know I shouldn't run back and forth and we should focus on, you know, the important things, blah blah blah. By the way, if I cannot figure out a solution for, you know, or whole FPS thing being problematic with shaders on thing. Okay, I was like, did I imagine it? We might just go home and do some storage work soon. You know, like work on the food storage. Because I have been meaning to do that anyway. So... we have normal pink sheeps, like... normal sheep spawnings, and not every single group of sheep is gonna have the exact same colors. That is so rare. I'm a bit amazed, not gonna lie. Sorry, I'm a child. But yeah, we are reaching the 30-minute mark. I apologize for not recording at the very beginning. I am just a little stupid. Or maybe that was totally the graphics card. Totally. Not me. I would never do mistakes. This all looks so different. This is like a different game to me right now. Can you believe we just had like one pink sheep and not 21? That's possible. Really? Gonna go to that Oasis and call it a day. I will record more live notes today, but I do want to do a little bit more testing before the next episode, you know, so I doubt I'll figure something out, given that we basically tried everything yesterday already, but, you know, it can be the Lulu and hope. So I will. Also no structures today. None at all. Nothing vanilla, no Hiko tree, nothing else. Which, kind of sad. You know, if you already have to walk around without shaders, you can at least throw a little something our way. Please and thank you. I would take a second Atlantis structure here now, given that that one has blocks we can't obtain otherwise. Just saying. Just saying. And we throw this stuff in here. Thank you for sticking with me through this little mess. I very much appreciate it. Stay hydrated, stay happy, take your meds, take your vitamins. May your hardware never betray you. This is another game. What do you mean? This is not Life in the Woods. I don't agree. And, yeah. This